Hey, what's up guys? I'm back with another video, and it appears as though you guys are kind of digging my video from yesterday, which was First Blood. So, continuing in that vein, we're going to dive into Rambo, First Blood, Part 2. So, a little fun fact about this movie: after the first one was such a success, they definitely knew they wanted to make a sequel. However, they also knew that they had to take major steps to try to course correct a little bit and make Rambo more of an action hero and a little bit less, I don't know, I guess you would say serious tone. So they had to come up with a brand new concept, brand new idea. So they just had the outline of putting Rambo back in Vietnam. Let's get him back in the jungle so we can see what he's capable of. But then they needed to come up with a good script. So there's this younger upstart director that had written and directed a couple of his own movies that went on to be huge successes. Well, that director was James Cameron. So James Cameron came on board and co-wrote the script. So now let's break into Rambo First Blood Part 2. So this is an iconic action movie. This is what really set the bar for the sweaty, overly muscular, blow everything up and kill everything trope that is the 80s. So we catch up with Rambo in Leavenworth prison, breaking rocks, and now he's all jacked and super tan for some reason. And Colonel Troutman comes up to him and says, "Hey Johnny, I did everything I could to get you out of here." And they have a little back and forth, and he convinces them to come on this new mission where there's a group of mercenaries that were signed on by the US government, and they're trying to gain evidence of POWs from the Vietnam War. And since John Rambo's the most likely to be able to succeed at this mission, they're able to work a deal where he gets a full pardon in return for going back into Vietnam and sneaking into some of the villages and finding POWs. And once he gets there, they tell him that he's only allowed to take pictures and not engage the enemy. Well, he's Rambo, so of course he engages the enemy, winds up getting captured, and finds out that the Viet Cong are actually working with the Russians. And he gets trapped and captured, and he breaks out a couple of POWs. And just when he gets back to the landing zone where they're supposed to pick him up, the mercenaries, bail on him and leave him there. So they get him back in, they're torturing him, trying to get him to give up all the information they can on who sent him. And rather than calling and getting all the information from the mercenaries, when he works the radio, he delivers one of the best 80s one-liners of all time. That's when Murdoch, that's the name of the head mercenary, comes on the radio. He says, "Where are you, Johnny? We'll come pick you up. We'll come get you." And Rambo squeezes the mic and replies, "Murdoch, I'm coming to get you." Then he breaks loose, kills a whole bunch of people, basically both of the armies, single-handedly, and does some really cool hiding. He covers himself in mud and comes out of this little tree bark wall thing and steals a helicopter, gets all the POWs, gets in helicopter fights, and everything's blowing up. And he meets this young Asian girl halfway through, and she asks why they sent him. He says, "Because I'm expendable." And that is where the idea for the movie The Expendables came from. So anyway, Rambo and the POWs make it back to the base. He comes in there and shoots up all the computers and all the equipment with a big old machine gun, and then opts not to kill the guys that sent him in there and betrayed him. And then finally, right before the end credits roll, Colonel Troutman says, "What more do you want, Johnny?" And he says, "I want for my country to love me as much as I love it." And he goes off into the sunset. Roll credits. Now, looking back on this movie, It's cheesy, it's over the top, and it's all of these things in the best possible way. So Rambo First Blood Part 2, if you're looking for a great cheesy 80s action movie to watch with an extremely high body count, I recommend it. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and give Rambo First Blood Part 2 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel so I can keep making it. My channel is so small, I'm not even in the algorithm yet, so I need your help. If you can subscribe to my channel and like these videos, we just might get there. Talk to you next time, guys.